Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Most High Christ, Most High Christ. Clap it up, clap it up. Most High Christ. This is the Lashawan Kodash class, the Holy Tongue, the Ibaria, the Hebrew. This is when we take back our language. We learn our language is a pure language, along with our customs, our traditions, our laws, our statutes, our commandments, our heritage, the priesthood, the giving of the law, and the knowledge of the Most High power. This is the Lashawan Kodash class. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. We teach the so-called Black, Hispanics, Native men, women, and children are God's chosen people according to the Bible. I'm preaching about our YAH 1000. Of course, we need to learn some Hebrew today. So this is what we have on the board right now. Dawabarium, Ibaryum. And what that means in the English is speak, 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 Hebrews. And why is that important in these last days of time? That the Hebrews, the priests and prophets, go out on those street corners and speak towards the Most High God. Because we need to come against this evil. We need to come against this darkness, this wickedness, in these high seats, in these governments, in these nations. Like Christ is not going to return. Christ is not going to return until we fish our people. We have to fish our people. This is fishing season. We have to fish our people. It's very important. So we got to speak the words of the Most High God, because once we do our part, the Lord going to do His part, and He's going to bring plagues, destruction, famine, earthquakes in diverse places. That's the beginning of wars and rumors of wars, pestilences. That is the beginning of sorrows. What the Dawabarium, that means speak. You all speak. It's you plural. So, and when you have you plural, the root word is the bar, means speak, and you put a y for the present tense you, and you put the yum at the end to make it more than one person, more than one you. And then the same thing for Ibaria. Ibaria will be the root. Then we'll drop off the Yah and add a yum for Hebrews instead of Hebrew. The Charles core number for the bar is H1696. It means speak, declare, command, warn, threaten, sing, teach. Because our language is slang. We really need the context of things to understand them. To understand what we're getting at, we need the context. How it's said, why it was said, in what manner it was said, uh, the tone and how in which it was said, can all give you context clues about what word, the structure of how it's being said, give you context clues on what being said. And then the Hebrews, we got a strong 5680 Hebrew, destination of the patriarchs and the Israelites. It comes from the Hebrew. It also means destination of the patriarchs and the Israelites, our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Eber. Ibariyah is from beyond, Hebrew, from beyond. Because we are the people from beyond. From when Abraham left his family and went where the Lord told him to go. So his seed and Isaac's seed shall be called. His seed shall inherit that land and possess the gates of his enemies. And what are we talking about? Talking about Yahshua, talking about Israel. That's our homeland. Garden of Eden. That's our homeland. The most prized possession on the earth. The most precious land on the earth. The Mediterranean, mother. Yeah, it's the most prized. We got the most fertile ground. It's the best climate, Mediterranean climate. It's the best, hands down. And that's our heritage. That's what the Lord gave to us. Now, in Deuteronomy 28:68, and ye should go into bondage again with ships. By the way, wherever I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall serve your enemies as bondmen and bondwomen. See? We didn't see our homeland no more. We went to Egypt again. Egypt means Egypt, of the Greek word Egypt, means bondage. We have to stop with the foolery. Stop being stiff-necked and hard-headed people. It doesn't help. It doesn't help us to fight our power. Why do we resist the Holy Spirit? Why? Why do you want to be like the heathen, which are considered less than nothing? We have a living God, a living power. His name is Yahweh. We are Yahshua, Prince of the power. We have a king, Yahushua, Mashiach, Jesus Christ, who died for his people. His people. Us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native men, women, and children. That's it and that's all. So we got to stay strong in these last days of time. We got to Passover. Let's get out of here. That's the title of the class. The translation of biblical Passover in Hebrew. Pesach. Passover. Pesach. We have to make it to the Lord's Passover, observe the Lord's Passover, have brotherhood and sisterhood at the Lord's Passover. Understand why we do the Lord's Passover, because the Lord told us to do, first of all, and to remember what the Lord did for us. He brought us to our captivity with a strong hand through his servant Moses. He did all these things for us. Our power. Now we got to obey him. That's all. That's all he ever asked to us. Does he take delight in burnt offerings as in obedience of the Lord? No. He don't want to smell our burnt offering. He wants obedience. Christ Christ, he died for our sins, yes. And now we can't sin willfully. We cannot sin willfully. That's what I hear. Christ died for what we did, not for what we do. So now, what are we going to say now? Christ going to be on the cross again? No, he's not. The old righteous man falls 7 times. We get punished each and every time. But that doesn't mean you stop. You get back up. Like when Moses, when he was supposed to speak to the rock, but he hit it instead, and he wasn't able to go into the promised land because of it. Did he stop serving the Lord? Did he give up on his people? No. He strengthened Joshua as the Most High God commanded him. He strengthened Joshua. He stopped asking the Most High God to change his mind about that particular dilemma for himself. And he just kept rocking and rolling. Kept rocking and rolling. That's what we gotta do. You gotta keep rocking and rolling. Keep moving and grooving. Keep building brick upon brick for Christ's kingdom. Day in, day out. Remember, we technically are in the Sabbath. When the sun goes down, or approximately anyway, when the sun goes down, that's when the Sabbath starts. When the sun goes down, that's when the new day starts. From Friday come down, Saturday come down. Our new day starts when something evening. Even in the morning was the first day. So we got to remember, Christ is the light of the world, the life of men. He's the light. He's been made a quickening spirit. Now, that valley of dry bones, all we got to do is prophesy. Prophesy unto the wind. And the Lord will handle it, and the Lord's word will handle the rest. It's a light thing to raise the house of Israel. They just need a little bit of correction, a little bit of love, which is someone has to keep the law, statutes, commandments. And guess what? Christ kept the law, statutes, commandments, and now to 1969, Christ's kingdom is being built on this earth in the I.S.U.P.K. Israelite School of Technical Knowledge. It just takes one. It took one man for death to come into the world through envy of the devil. And he who take hold of the devil's side shall find death. But Christ is the light of men. Like I said before, he's made a quickening spirit. He gives us life. And more abundantly. He said we would do what he did and more. We gotta remember what Christ did. He taught his people. Taught them. He taught massive amount of people. Not only did he do that, fed his people. Now you can't forget the miracles he did. He forced unclean spirits out of people. He healed people. He walked on water. He calmed the storm and the seas. There's a lot of things Christ did. And he said he will do that and more. Say to this mountain, move, and look, faith of the mustard seed. Christ our King. We know he's not no liar. We know he's not no liar. Believe what God believes. That's it, and that's all. So again, thou art barred. Yeah. Speak. Hebrews. We cannot stop speaking. The Lord's words must be manifested on this earth. Just like the white oppressor manifested his destiny across the continent of North America, from East Coast to West Coast, the Lord's word will reign on this earth. Now, there's a dietary law, YAHANNA. You can't eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, tuna. You can have sardine because it has fins and scales. Any fish that has fins and scales in the waters, that you may eat. Can't eat calamari, can't eat squid, can't eat those strange abominations, can't eat the bat. No. No, you can't eat predatory birds. No. You can't eat scavenger birds, those type of birds. No. 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 Well, we can eat chicken, lamb, goat. You cannot eat horse. You cannot eat dog. You cannot eat cat. This is what the heathens do. This is what the heathens do. We can't. We have a strict law of our diet, and then we have moral laws, ceremonial laws. We have laws between two brothers, commandments, the law between you and the Most High, and statutes. Statutes, laws, how to govern the city. Passover, gotta keep the Passover. Gotta keep the Passover. Because we don't want to have to get kicked out of our nation. That's what happened during that time. We will get kicked out of our nation when we missed the Passover. Well, we wasn't circumcised. Lord was playing with us. Because he wants his will done. He wants his will done in all aspects. In all aspects. Remember, the same things uttered in Hebrew, have not the same force in them when they're translated into another tongue. See? So watch. Speak. Hebrews. The Hebrew has a little bit more force. Use more of that diaphragm when you speak. Dawabari, then when you use an oppressor or heathen language, heathen's tongue. Our language is pure, undefiled. It's the language of the Most High and the angel of Christ. You got to remain steadfast. Steadfast. You got to be moral, because the wickedness that's going on this earth is incredible. This kingdom is very subtle. Why do I say that? Because there's no laws that stop us from keeping the laws of God, but there's so much influences that wants us to break the laws of God. Look at the advertising on fast food. That bacon, that pork bacon, to make it seem so good, right? But we know we can't. They say pork is other white meat. We can't eat pork. Let that go. 1 second, I'm gonna grab the door. Right. Yeah. So as I was saying, pork is the other white meat. As I was saying, pork is the other white meat. So, like I said, so this kingdom is very subtle. Very, very subtle. It doesn't force us to break the laws of God. There's nothing saying there's no law saying we can't keep the laws of God, but it's the influence. It's all about influence to the person. What did he do? He knew he couldn't get to Adam, so he tried to convince Eve, influence Eve to go against the Most High and eat from that tree of knowledge of good and evil. And then Adam hearkened unto his wife. Influence. You can't be influenced by outside forces. Obey Abba. Stay focused on that. Everything else disappears. Obedience to the Most High Allah's law, statutes, commandments makes all the other noise disappear. Makes all the other influence go away. Or at least you'll be able to combat it because you'll know how to strike at it. When Christ was fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he knew the law, statutes, and commandments, and he combated the influences of Satan with Scripture. So that's our ground. That's our roots. That's our base. That's our home plate. Nothing can stop the words of the Lord. The mind is deceitful above all things. Remember that. Right? Our mind is deceitful above all things. So if we gotta get out of our own minds. We do. We have to. We gotta obey orders. That's the only way. A mind is a good tool. Yes, it's a tool, but when left alone, it's capable of great destruction. It was meant to be used your mind is meant to be used as a tool, and that tool is used to obey orders. Obey orders. The head of man is Christ. The head of the woman is the man, and the children are supposed to obey the woman. Rank and order, and the head of Christ is the Most High. So there's orders. Are we there? All the way down. That's how you run a family, a city, a government, a nation, the whole thing. Let us not get. Remember, Romans 13 and 11. We paraphrasing this scripture bad. We have to, or let's go to Revelation. Christ said he'd come back quickly. Christ said he's coming back quickly. And we asked for him to come back, but there's work to be done. He needs a nation that he wants to save. Somebody got to be here for him, with him, for him, like the whole, like the words of the Lord have to be amongst the nation of Israel, spread throughout the earth to blacks, Hispanics, and Native men, women, and children. And once we all have the opportunity to obey the words of the Lord, Christ will return. But we have to get that working. We have to go fish. We have to, just like we was given an opportunity. We was given an opportunity, and what we going to do? We can't hold. When we give it, we gotta multiply it. We can't hold it. We can't hold it back. We gotta, whatever we give it, we gotta fight for Christ's kingdom. That's the most important. That's what tuning into classes is a great start. Tuning into classes, trooper. If you're a young man trying to become a trooper, coming to physical class, tuning on going live classes, tuning into radio shows, it's all great start. Key is the consistency. And you add a little bit more. Once you get your name, then you start following orders. Whether it's sweeping the floor, moving the camp equipment, cleaning the bathroom, filling the refrigerator with waters, passing out waters during class, reading scripts during class. Not only does it help you get familiar with the scriptures and the verses, it helps you can't read it, and just knowing where they at in the Bible. And then, if the Lord sees fit, become an officer, then that's when you get to teach the word of the Lord. Right. You still obey orders from men above you, but you get to teach as well. So it's important. All these things are important. Our nation needs that. And Christ said the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray for ye more laborers. Because there's a whole nation to save. And Paul said he wished himself a curse from Christ. He wished himself a curse from Christ for his brother. He wished he could be the only one a curse from Christ as everybody else in the nation of Israel to make it. Now that's the level of brotherhood. He didn't care about none of the accolades. He didn't care about none of what he did, none of that. He can say, I'll be out of the kingdom, get what I've done, I ain't nothing. And let Christ's kingdom rule and let the nation of Israel rise.
One Yahshua. Son Christ.
Son Christ. Pastor, preach on the Mariah 5,000.
And Abad, do I need a microphone? Oh, it's this one. Do we have the other one? Man, clap it up for Abad. Yeah, I would like to use that in the match with my little read I got going on. Most High in Christ. We keep up and keep it too.
I just didn't want to interfere.
So, man, big shout out to the priest officer. Big shout out to you and everybody else that's tuned in, man. This Passover coming up. Gotta fight the Passover demon. The Passover demon is going to try and stop you. The Passover demon is going to try to make sure that you don't get there. Listen, they can get a rank raise too, I'm pretty sure. The angels, you know what I'm saying? The angels probably get a little bit of, y'all just doing their job. But either way, the Passover demon, this job is to make sure you don't get there. And that's what they do. The Passover demon, man, they're trying to stop you, but you gotta overcome that demon. Am I coming in clear? Most High in Christ. Abba, can I get some of what we got back there? Whatever.
Yes, sir.
This is a little bit of Kazak for all the Kazakim, Akim, okay? For all the Akim Kazakim, all the strong brothers, right? Now, Slacky, Aquathian, gum, right? So and the sisters also, right? We got some strong sisters out here mentally, you know what I mean? Mentally and spiritually strong out here, you know what I mean? And hey, y'all doing a great job. We can't wait to see you. So today's class, what we're going over is Passover, right? I want to read the story of it, but I want to give you each Hebrew word, okay? So you know it when you hear it. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to do everything. I'm gonna come around here to the board right now. Here we go, y'all. I'm famous for this. I'm gonna move this camera a little bit. I'm gonna just do just a little bit to this camera. I think I did too much. I always do too much. I always try to do a little bit and then do too much. There we go. I think that's perfect. Now, so let me boom. Let's pull this up. Let's screen share. Let's share the screen. I ain't got nothing to share yet. Hold on. Here we go. All right, now I got something to share. So let's share the screen. Let's get into the Hebrew class. Okay. Right. With that being said, here we go. Boom. So you're gonna go to the Blue Letter Bible. Let's read a little bit about the Passover in Exodus, the 12th chapter. Okay. Boom. Exodus 12. Let's go into it. Let's hit the interlinear. Boom. Here we go. All right. Everybody can see this. I don't know if y'all can see it. I shared the screen. Everybody should be able to see it. Y'all can't see it. Here we go. There we go. Now we in the game. Now we in the game. Okay. I would like to put me in the lower corner. That's that one right there. Here we go. So Exodus 12:1. We'll read it in the Hebrew first. Waya Amar Yahweh al Masha wa al Aharon Ba'arataza Matazarium La'amor. Now, this is so this is verse 1, right? I'm gonna come back over to the board. This is verse 1. I'm about to drop us down. I'm gonna read to you in English what it just said about it. Matter of fact, if you can read English, we can man the computer. I'll stay over here.
Yes, sir.
Right. Is there a way you can make it big on this screen so I can see it?
Yes, sir.
I know I'm at the bottom, so you can just switch it to the actual screen that got shared. Like that. Sorry, Christ. But yes, it's like that. Take some of this Kazakim Laya Shala. Okay. So now, Exodus 12:1. Can you read it in the English for me, Bubba? With Shaw.
Yes, sir. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying,
Aharon was Aaron, Matazarium was Egypt. You can go back up to those two words, Egypt and Aaron. So no, go down. It's telling us right there. Abba. Scroll down. Scroll down for a little bit. There we go. You know the Lord's name is Yahweh. There we go. We got Masha, which is Moses. Go down. We got, oh, don't go too fast. Like we're going to Aaron and Egypt. You can scroll back up a tiny bit. There we go. Aharon is Aaron. Aharon, that's how you say it. H175. And Egypt is Matazarian, H714. Okay. Now we're gonna go through the whole entire chapter, right? So it'll be on y'all if y'all want to take notes for whichever words you want. You know, we're gonna remember whatever we remember. I mean, it's a week away. Might study it maybe 1 or 2 days. You know what I mean? That's about it. Maybe one time, you know, or maybe not even till we at the Passover. But you'll retain something. You'll retain some words, right? Because in the Hebrew, when we read out the Hebrew, reading out the story of Exodus, as we do for all the high holy days, right? We read Leviticus 23rd chapter. Then we actually read a little bit about the actual high holy day. Now, or read a little bit of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and we read about the high holy day, should I say. And with that being said, let's keep going. So that was verse 1. I'm going to drop us down to verse 11. Yes, sir. Let's go to verse 11. Please type in your questions, too. If you have any questions, I would like to say just concerning the Hebrew. Of course, I can't say that, right? Because you notice UPK, we break down any scripture. So, of course, we can do scriptures, but we do have 5 days of scripture breakdown. You know what I mean? That you can get from any zone. I believe 6 days because some brothers do a class on Sunday, like Captain Spar out of Philly. So I try to just get all the Hebrew questions. All right. So let's keep on. This is verse 11. Now, I'll read it in the Hebrew or Abad. If you want, you can take some Hebrew as well. You know what I'm saying? You can get it in.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 11. YAHANNA.
If you go with the cursor,
yes,
it'll follow you. They can see every word that you read.
Yes, sir. YAHANNA. The Akawa, Aqua, my son Yakam, Chagorium, na I'll Yakam, Baragal Yakam, Wamaqualcum, Bayadcum, Wa I call thumb Aqua.
Wow, cow thumb, and eat you, and you eat. Go ahead. Wow, specifically, go ahead. What's the word you at now?
Yes, sir. Ba Kagzarun.
Ba kapata. Oh, ba kapaz.
Come on. Ba Kapaz one.
Ba kapaz. Right. So that's kapaz one. One is making it a noun. You know that. So it must be the name of something.
Yes, sir.
Because out of Harlem, out of headquarters, for breaking that down to me, letting me know that when you see one at the end of a word, right, that is telling you that this word is a noun because it may be an action word, like strike, hit, battle, or strike, hit, right? So strike and hit would be a command. Strike and hit him, right? But one at the end would make it battle. You know what I mean? Or a fighter or a striker.
Oh, I see now.
Or a hitter, my hitters, right?
Right.
And now you know that it's a person. So while a cow thumb is you eat, ah is just showing direction who it's talking about. Wa, it could be saying specifically him or specifically they. Not saying specifically, but it's showing direction to him or they. I would go with they because it's speaking to us about what should be eaten. And then ba kapat is I want, right? It's like ba kapat is a one. That's not tazah, that's za. Bakapa is a one, right? Is whatever that is. You got it. Pasak, we know what that is. Passover. Keep going.
Hawa
Hawa'a. Go ahead, that's he.
La Yahweh.
He's the Lord. Right? Now let's read the English. I can take the English if you scroll up.
Yes, sir.
I can take the English since you read the Hebrew.
Scroll up, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, Exodus chapter 12 and verse 11. And thus ye shall eat it with your loins girded. Uh-oh, got that war belt on. You step back, got that war belt on, y'all. Gotta have them your loins girded. I mean, and it's spiritual too, not just a physical war belt, but it was speaking of a physical war belt and spiritual. All right. So you gotta have your loins girded, gotta be prepared. It says, in your shoes on your feet. Once again, gotta be prepared. And your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. That's what it was saying. Ba at the beginning of the root word was in. Kapazawan is haste, it's hurry up. So it wasn't giving you a command to hurry up. It was saying you have to eat it fast. Instead of telling you to hurry up like now or do this now, it was making it a thing. It's what you have to do. You know what I mean? So sort of making it a now instead of a direct command, right? It is the Lord's Passover. So the Passover, so Hawa'a was used as it, because Hawa'a and Haya'ah is he and she, but Hawa'a is also that, her Hawa'a, right? With the extra ha at the beginning, used as that, is also used as it. And characters can drop off of our language. So you got Hawa'a instead of the whole thing. And they both is interchangeable. And is used as it. So it, and then which made sense because it said La Yahweh, right, meaning to the Lord. It is to the Lord, right? It is the Lord. It is of the Lord to the Lord, right? Passover, it's to the Lord. Passover, it is to the Lord. It is the Lord's Passover, right? So you get that in Hebrew. If I would have scrolled down, I could have showed you a little bit better exactly those last two at the end. If you can scroll down our bot. Yes, sir. We're going to keep going, go through it a little bit. We get a time check. 7:45. 7:45. So we got some time. We got some time to really go through it and break this down and show each individual word. Well, not each individual word, but specific words. All right. Let's go 7:45. All right, let's go next to the let's keep going.
Yes, sir.
See how far we can get. I'm gonna skip this down though sometimes to specific points. Let's go to verse boom. Let's go to verse 21 and we'll start to read down from there. We'll try to read the 20 verses. Okay.
Come on, verse 20.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Verse 20.
Sir, did you want me to take it or?
I could take this one. You did the last one?
Yes, sir.
I'll take this one. If you could just follow me with the cursor.
Yes, sir.
The water to our body. It's Exodus chapter 12, verse 20.
My fault.
Kal Maka Matazah La'a. So like La'a Tha'akawa. I was looking at the last one to make sure that was right. Ain't have a right flow to it to me, but we're gonna keep going. Bakal Mawashabak. Oh, Mawashabath Yakam. Okay. That's like it. Akawa Matazawa. Okay. Let's go back up to that one word with the M. It seemed like a word somebody would be remember. You would be able to hold on to if somebody jammed it up the way I think I jammed it up. Because the beginning of a root word is from or of Ka Matazah. So I'm guessing Kamatazah, right, would be the word. Tha at the end would be some type of tense. And it's saying of or from. Kal at the beginning is saying all of Kamatazah, right? Whatever that is. Let's see what that is. Let's scroll down. Let's go down to matazah. Matazah, right? Let's see what let's say. 11. Okay, kamatazah. That was the root word. That was correct. Kamatazah. My kamatazah is all the unleavened bread. Right? All the leavened bread, not unleavened, leavened. Okay, scroll up a little bit because the way they doing it is not exactly how it was. Because they wait, about come down some.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get you to stay with where the explanation was, where it was reading that.
Oh,
yeah, you can come down to the translation.
Okay.
Right. Boom, boom, bakal. Keep going down.
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind, keep scrolling down. Okay, so they didn't even put the other cow there. They just left it how it was. All right. They just did bakal because we had cow and then you had bakal later. But all of the 11. All right. So now let's read it in English. You can take it in English if you scroll up.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Give our bottom hand. We got our bottom on the ones and twos, as Captain Shapara say. The MC. I'm getting, you always say that the MC is something like that. The master of ceremonies and Cap always would say that, man. I mean, big shout out to that Baltimore. to that DC Baltimore thing, man. Y'all got is amazing, man. Made history with that what is that music called? Oh, you never forgive me for that. The go-go music.
Oh,
I believe it is, right? I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on that. All right, so you got it up, by you can take the English.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 20. Ye shall eat nothing leavened, in all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
In all your habitations shall you eat unleavened bread. So you shall eat nothing leavened. Right? So scroll down. So let's see what it said. I want to break down to you what it was saying about the leaven. All right, so you had Abbas. Go back to the verse. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
My bad. I know you're not a mind reader, Abbas. I'm sorry for not elaborating clear. So here we go. It's saying it started with all leaven, not you eat. Right? So cow is all, if you can follow me with the cursor.
Oh, yes, sir.
So cow is all. Makamatazah is leaven. Right? La'ah is not. And now it's about to give you a command. It's saying don't do this. And tha'akawa is you eat. So you can't eat this, right? All leaven, you not eat. If you go to bakal,
Yes, sir.
in all, and then ma washab, select ma washabah, you come. But the root word is shawab, I believe, right? Or is might be yashab, which is dwelling. Let's scroll down and see what that is. And that word is saying ma washabath, you come, right? If you go down, mawashab is your habitations or your dwellings. So that's what it was saying. It was saying in all your dwellings, right? Now, listen, it's amazing. I'm standing here right now, remembering when I came in as a young man and as a trooper and was learning the Hebrew. Right now, in the world, I would learn the Hebrew, doing my own little in the house Israelite thing, like every fake Israelite does, right? But then when I remember, and I was pretty good, I wasn't great, but I was okay. But I remember coming to the school and learning everything, you know what I mean, and seeing this, like reading this down. Now I'm just sitting here with the kazak and the screen, and we going down. We just saying what it is. This is that. And it's amazing because when you stand 10 toes down in the truth, and a lot of people don't know this, I got this class from a cat that left the truth. I didn't do the Hebrew class. Even though I was good at Hebrew, I was okay at Hebrew, right? Even though I was okay at Hebrew, and I liked the Hebrew, there was a cat that was in my Hebrew Academy generation, and he was not One West, but he had the Hebrew class, right? Because when I came in, we had General Haas, Captain Kai, Officer Ahmad. I mean, Captain Ahmad, he was officer then. Captain Ahmad Salaki, sir. And they would hold down, like alternate and do the Hebrew classes, right? So eventually, this cat who left the truth, he got the Hebrew class. He had it for a little bit, I would say about a few months, maybe. And I remember the Lord had, now I know the Lord had put the spirit on me. I had called him one day. I wanted to do a Hebrew breakdown. I'm like, yo, because I was over him. I was like, yo, you should let me hold down your class one day, man. I got this breakdown I want to do for the Hebrew. He said, sir, man, you could take the class if you want it. I said, word, the Hebrew? He was like, yeah. I was like, hold on, let me call Captain Taiwan. I called Captain Taiwan. I said, yo, such and such said I could take the class. He was like, I mean, you over him, right? I said, yeah. He said, go ahead. And we're here today. Doing it, get it most high. That same week that cat left the truth. That same exact week. And somehow one of the books went missing that cost so much money. It's whatever one, we either got Russian icons or icons, whichever book we don't have, that one went missing. I can't say if he took it or not, but we ain't been back since. I know that for a fact. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's get to verse 21. Let's start reading down the rest of these verses. So big shout out to everybody that's going to always be 10 toes, man. Lord be with us. Let us always stay 10 toes down and stand with the Most High. I cannot wait to see all our brothers and sisters at the Passover, man. Right. You understand? At the Passover with the unleavened bread. Make sure y'all also make sure you put the leavening out of your house. Right. What was it? Ma kamataza. Oh, it was kamataza. Make sure you put make sure a thumb, right? Make sure a thumb, y'all put cow kamataza or cow kamatazayim, right? Out of your houses, or out of bayafka. So out of your houses, for all the leaven out of your house, right? So that this is a reminder before you leave and make that pilgrimage to the Passover. Right. Get all the leaven out of your house. Let's keep going. Verse 21. You want to take it up, Bob?
Yes, sir.
You got it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 21. Waya Fara'ah, Masha, Lakal, Za Kwanya, Yashtarala, Waya Amar, Alham, Ma Shakwa, Wa Kwakwa, Lakam, Taza'ain, Lama.
Go ahead.
Oh, un.
Yeah.
Taza'an.
Something I is a word. Go ahead. Taza'an is that.
Taza'an. Lama Shap. Lama Shapa. Lama Shapaka. You come.
So you know somewhere in the middle of that would be is either Mashapak, which I believe is the root word, because it would be no need to put la and then ma, because to and then from wouldn't go together, or to and of wouldn't go together. So Mashapak would be the root word. La would be to or of or for, depending on what it's saying. And then that is the tense on it. And then Yah is the connector, connecting the subject to the preposition. So whatever that word is connecting, is connected to come at the end, which is your plural, your masculine plural. So it's saying to Mashapak, you, right? And whatever Mashapak is, we'll figure that out later. Go ahead, Abba. I mean, to cut you off.
Washakat wa. Ha Pasak.
I think Shakat is a sin, right? No. What is
Kata is a sin.
Kata'ah is a sin. Kata'ah is a sin. It is sin. Give Abad a hand. First of all, we gotta give you a hand, Abad. That was excellent Hebrew. Let's go to the English. Let's read the English.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Exodus 12 verse 21.
It said, I can take it.
Yes, sir.
Because you read the Hebrew. It's Exodus 12 and 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and Shakat is killed. That's the word. That's what. Listen, if y'all watch General Muhammad class, well, this kill was not murder, right? But he was looking for murder. Shakat is the word for kill, and is another word for murder. But he was looking for the Hebrew word, and in my mind, I was saying it's a shah word, and then he said it online as a shah word for kill, right? Now, this one could be used as murder too, but I think this one is just kill because it's talking about the land. And you'll know the one for murder, right? So it says, and kill the Passover. Let's go into the Hebrew and let's translate it.
Yes, sir.
Boom, boom. So let's go down to let's get that other word that we was looking for. The longer word.
Yes, sir.
It was my something, la my something.
There we go.
And Taza'un was lamb. Taza'un was lamb, and la. So the word was ma shapaka, and that word was. I thought it might be families. Let's see. Can you click on the concordance number? Is H940. It's a concordance number. Let's go down to the Strong's definition.
Yes, sir.
Scroll down. Bubble Quishaw. Just so y'all know, we don't regard anything really other than the Strong's definition, because that's been back. Keep going. Not the outline of biblical usage.
Yes, sir.
That's just this is what we need right here. The Strong's definition. Mashapaka. It says from H5192. I don't got my glasses on. A family. I figured it was families, because family is a longer word than house. House is bayah. Family is this word right here, mashapaka. And you'll remember this stuff over time. It'll come, right? It says circle of relatives, figuratively, a class of persons, a species of animals, or a sort of things, by extension, a tribe, people, a family, a kind, right? A kindred. So let's go back. So mashapaka is family. Now, a lot of this is repetition, right? Now, I.S.U.P.K, of course, we know for being studious, but you'll see words over time, and it'll stick. You'll get it, right? So la mashapaka, pakaf yakum, to your families, right? According to your families. And the last one was Shakat is killed. Let's go to that one. H7819. All right, H7819. Let's go to the Strong's definitions. Bubba Quishaw.
Yes, sir.
I mean to have you on the spot, Abad. Right, yeah. So we skip over the outline of biblical usage. That doesn't matter. But the Strong's definitions have been proven. Outline of biblical usage, like Captain Cesariak said, can be updated. They can always update the biblical usage of how it's used. But this, because you got other Bibles that come up, right? But this word right here, the Strong's definitions, is the original what it was translated from. Okay, so shakat, a primitive root to slaughter and sacrifice or in massacre, kill, offer, shout out, slay, slaughter. I think this might be the one that the general was looking for. When it says thou shalt not kill, if it says this in if it says this word, when we go to look it up, if it says shakat, then that's the word used for murder, right? No, we don't gotta look it up. We're gonna stay here. Y'all can look it up on your own time, 2-letter lookup, or you can use the blue letter Bible like we use it now. You can just type in thou shalt not kill, and then you'll know what it's saying, right? This one is saying slaughter, slay, massacre, and it could be. Now, here's the thing. Remember, Hebrew has a spirit. I would say it could definitely be used for murder because of how to slaughter, like to slay an animal, meaning you doing that to eat, but you should not do that to your brother. Like if you use that concerning a brother, I read somewhere where each Hebrew word has like a positive and a negative. You know what I mean? Like a way that you can use it where it's positive and a way that you can use it where it's bad. I'll give you an example. Yo, I just killed that. That's positive, but it's killed. Or he killed that person. That's negative. You get what I'm trying to say. I forget where I read it at, but so in that sense, if you was to use it, you know, in a wrong type, in a negative way, I can see you slaying a person in a massacre or a slaughter the way you would do an animal. Then I can see it being murder, right? But I think it's a different word for murder. I think shakat is literally this. I think it's another Shah word for murder. But this one sounds real good because I kept saying shakah in my mind. I'm like, it's shakah. But I couldn't remember what it was. I think one is like haka. It is a bunch of few different words. But let's keep going. Let's go back.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to take us off track. But and listen, y'all, like I said, we can all go up and look up these words. You know what I mean? A lot of other cats, they may not, or you know, they might not understand how to use it, whatever. But I.S.U.P.K, we've been doing this for the longest. Let's keep going.
Yes, sir. You want the next verse?
Yeah, the next verse. My turn to take the Hebrew or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So, book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 22. Exodus 12 and 22 in the Hebrew. Right? You got me with the cursor. Voila. So let me pull these fast. Voila quack them. A God them. Azawab. Wa tabal them. Okay. Badum. Ashar bas basak. Waha guy. Oh, wait, so like is that yep, Waha guy. There you go. Al hamasha kuwa. Hamasha kuwa. Wa'al Shafi. Good night. Hamaza waza. Hamaza waza. Sound like a soccer style. Hamaza waza. Man. Adam. Ashar. Basak. Wa'atham. La'ab. Taza'awa. Ayash. Pathak. Bayaf. All right, I had two more. I.S.U.P.K. I'm sorry, y'all. Huh? Oh, Most High in Christ. I.S.U.P.K. Sorry if I hit the microphone. So let's get into English.
Yes, sir.
I may skip us down a little bit just for time's sake to keep this going.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel of.
Say it again. You say you shall do what?
And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop.
All right, hyssop. Here we go. I think it's basa in Hebrew. You also see this too. Certain words in English, because Hebrew was the main language before the earth, began to the languages was divided. Certain words are still similar, just like in Islam. Certain words in every language, certain words still sound like the exact Hebrew words, close to it. Basap, Hissop. Go ahead.
I got an example of that.
Go ahead.
Banana.
Banana. All right, which word is banana? Oh, banana.
Yeah.
Banana. Give my banana. Okay. You got banana. You know what? It's another one too. Oh God. You're gonna see I buy because it was like 3 or 4 of them I was thinking about back then, but he brought it back to my memory. Banana is the perfect one. It's the perfect word that you can still say is close to it. All right. So let's keep going. I need to jam you up and take us off topic. Let's go.
And dip it in the blood that is in the basin.
I believe the word dumb is blood, which we're gonna go and look at in a second. I believe the word dumb is blood. Go ahead.
And strike the lintel and the 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basin.
So this is when Moses gave us the instruction from the Lord on what to do so that we would get passed over
Right.
by the death angel.
Right.
When it was time to come, Shaka, all the firstborn of Egypt, right? Is it Shaka? What is it? Shaka. When it was time, damn, I forget the word for time. Good night. I remember, but I know it, but I can't remember. When it was time, La Shakat, La Shakat, Hamatazarite, right? Salaki, not La Shakat, Kal Hamatazarite. When it was time to slay all the Egyptians, right? So this was the instruction that he gave us to put the blood on the doorpost, on the top doorpost, right? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And the 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at that door of his house until the morning.
Most High in Christ. And you can't leave till the morning. That sounds like what? What movie was that? When you can't leave till the morning while they getting slaughtered outside. The Purge. The Purge. So you have to stay in. You have to put the blood on the doorpost. The Lord is purging Egypt. Okay. Let's go down. Let's take a look at some of these Hebrew words. Yes, let's look at hyssop and blood, right? Yes, let's see what those 2 are, and then we'll keep going. We'll do some more words. I'm gonna drop this down after this. So a bunch. Let's keep going. Hyssop. Oh no, hyssop was. I can't see it. Azawab. Azawab was hyssop. That's how you say hyssop. H231 is the concordance number. Let's go down. Let's go down to Busop. Let's see what that was.
You said Busop?
So dumb is blood. So we got dumb. That was correct. Dumb is blood is H1818. Let's keep going. I want to see what this one was. Busop. Busop was basin, and it comes from the word sop. So in a basin, by the beginning of the root word is used as in, on, at, upon, with, by. Okay. So all those different usages. So sop was basin. Somebody might have a sop in their kitchen. Right? Become in your kitchen, right? In your kitchen, you might have a sop, might have a basin. So let's keep going. It's my turn to get the Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
Wait, I think I just did this.
Oh,
wait. Go down to the Zakatah. There you go. Right there. Go up. A little bit is right. It should be up like 2 words. Right there. If you scroll up. Here we go. The root word is mazawaza. Mazawaza. That's the root word. And it's side post. So it's side post. Sound like Zakazah, like what the brother was saying. Yeah, I think the good tribe. I buy it. Good night. But it's what is it again? How you say it? Maza. What is it? I buy?
Mazawaza.
Mazawaza is the side post. The side post. Mazawaza. All right. So now let's get to the next. Let's go to the next. Oh, so I can drop you down. Let me drop you down to verse 27.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna skip down to verse 27. Man, it's amazing to see everybody. I cannot wait. Listen, y'all. I'm telling you this, no lie. I watched the last Passover like the other night. I just watched. You know what I mean? Like how we watched the classes. I was watching. I skipped through it a lot, like through the actual service part. And I was just watching us. Matter of fact, it was 2 clips. They both had the service in them, but one had a little bit more of us like just talking and doing different stuff like afterwards. So I watched the first one and I skipped through it. Then I watched the second one. I skipped through the service part. And then it's like, I watched like us, you know what I mean? Of course, carnally, I tried to find myself. What the hell was I? You know what I mean? I found myself, y'all. I'm joking. That's so funny. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did. So, yeah, but I watched it, but man, it was so amazing to see everybody like just how we, first off, don't nobody dress better than I.S.U.P.K, period.
Right.
On that Israelite tip, when it comes to anything,
Right.
service, anything, nobody better than us.
Right.
That's a fact. Like, dude, listen, what was the name of that fake Israelite group that started dressing like us? And they slowly stopped. Oh, it was some cats. They was nobody. They're not to say it like that. They are brothers, but they wasn't in the school. They was just average Israelite group. They literally was trying to copy. Like I think they was trying to buy garments from us so they can wear them to their camp. It was silly stuff. Silly stuff. It don't even make sense. But anyway, nobody does it better than us. Like our children, man. It was a beautiful sight to see. All right, so let me drop us down to verse 27. Abad is on you, or
Yes, sir.
Most High Christ. Do what?
Wa Amar thumb. Zabak, Pasak, Hawa La Yahweh, Ashar, Pasak, Al, Thanya, Yashrala, Ba Tazarium, Ba Nagatwa.
No, right. Go ahead.
It's not P. It's not Pi.
Yeah, got.
Oh, God. Yeah, God. That's what.
Banagatwa.
Banagatwa. What? Matazarium. Wa'af. Son of Bath Yukam. Bath Yunawa. Hataza.
Oh, that was a good save right there. Bath, you know, Most High Christ. Go ahead.
Waya Quad. Ha'am. Waya Shak. Wawa.
Okay, Most High Christ. Now that other word that the Ba Yanawa, it could be saying Ba Yanawa, or it could be saying Ba the Yunwa, because they're using Wa a lot. Remember, they match up sometimes, but I think what you're saying is right. That's also but that's also another way you can look at it, because you got Y at the end, at the very end for the last word. You got Y at the end of that. You got Nagatwa. So it could be saying Y at the end to say they, right? They, or because it's possessive, also like him or his. Right. But seeing that we were being spoken to, it might be saying they, right? So let's look at it. Let's go to the English. I'll read the English, and then we'll take a look at some words. So one word I know we're gonna look at is that Bathinawa. Then there's another word I want to go ahead over to get a look at. So it says Exodus 12:27, and ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses. That was right. Bathinawa, our houses. And the people bowed the head and worshiped. Yeah. That was a good save. Shalom on Christ. Yashbarakatah. That was a good save, Abba, because that was absolutely correct. So the other times it was used, I believe it was saying he, talking about the Lord saved us, which is where you get the Nawa from, saved our houses or delivered our houses. All right. So I'm gonna come around here. Boom, let's scroll down for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to take a look at this word here and see what it's saying, and then the Banagat. Wow, I'm gonna take a look at it. Let's see. Let's see what it's saying. Boom, boom. All right. Okay, now Nagat is the root word H5062. When he smote, Nagat Wa. So this Wa was saying he, which makes sense. When he smote. Okay, what was the other one? So this was our houses, of course, Bayath. This was Bath, Yanawa. Bath, I thought, because Bath is daughter, right? If y'all didn't know. So I thought it was saying our daughters. But that's when I was like, maybe because it's Exodus, I was saying maybe it is not our daughters, maybe it's something he. But the Yah right here dropped off because Yah is a weak character. As you can see, is used as a connector, or it would have to say Ba Yah Yanaw, right? When you can just drop off one Yah and it'll say Ba Yanaw. So now let's go down and see what this other one was. This was Waya Shathak Wa Shathak Wa, right? And the root word was Shathak, and Wa was and worshipped. Might have been a way they used it to make it say that. We can go up here and take a look at it just to see what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. If we click this word, it'll tell us. So you got Y at the end, right? I mean Y at the beginning saying and then you got the word Yash, Shathak, Wa. The root word is Shathak. Shaka, right? Which is different because they got tha right here in between it. So this whole word is a whole nother way to use it, which is a good reason for us to look at it and just examine it and translate it and see what it's saying. So the first code that they have, or what they call a code, how they examine, and categorize our slang words in our Hebrew, it's a verb, right? The verb was saying worship, which goes back to what General Hyman always says. Worship is an action. You know what I mean? It's not a feeling. It's an action on how you worship. It's a hifal. We can go here and click on it and see what a hifal is, but I can't stand really looking at it. But we can do it for. I'll show y'all. I'll just show you real quick. I can't stand having to really look up these certain terms. They don't really matter. It says this form primarily expresses a reflective action of the qual. Qual is the basic root, like the basic use of the word. Or pill. Pill is like the secondary use of it, right? So it might be a word that's used as I'll give you a word example, the bar. I buy, you said the bar, right? So the word the bar, its main usage is it's word, right? It's word when it's a noun, but it's when it's a action, it's speak. So the main use might be speak for it as a verb, but it's now is saying word, the word of the Lord, bar, speak. And then the bar, if y'all don't know about the word bar, it has 1,000 other meanings. Literally, it is like one of the most meanings I have ever seen for the word. There's a few of those words that's like that. You got the bar, and this man. I know about a good 5 of them where you click on that word and it has 1,000 meanings. You like, damn, I didn't even know. This is a basic word, but the bar has 1,000 meanings. Damn near, it's a ton. So this right here, if I can go back up and show you real quick. I just wanted to click on that and let y'all see what it is. So it's a verb. It is the reflective, right? Showing reflection. subsequential imperfect. I hate going for, but it's third person, right? Third person masculine plural. What's the third person? They.
Right.
They did it, right? He did it, she did it, he, she, they. The snitch form, right? You're telling on somebody. They did it, he did it, she did it. Third person masculine is he, masculine plural would be they or them.
Right.
Okay. Well, why is, I don't know why they use two Y's at the end. Maybe because of one of the tenses or one of the ways they was trying to what did they say? The subsequential imperfect and all that other ways they categorize it. Right. I hate going through how they categorize it because it makes me mad. Right. When in Black and Hispanic language, it's probably just one way to say that. It's probably one word that says, oh, he's using it like this. Right. But they got to be the devil. Subsequential imperative, and it's a hifar imperfect. We don't need it.
Right.
Let's keep going, Abad. Let's keep going. Let's go to the word and see what it was used as. Just scroll down a little bit, and then we on to the next scripture.
Which one? The last one?
Yeah, last. Oh no, wait, we got it up there. If you go to the side, and scroll up.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, sir.
No, I was doing it right. I forgot that we had it on the side over here. What was the meaning of it? Oh, it was worship, and worship. So, saved our houses and worship. I believe it said at the end. Can you go to the English? I can tell you which way the Y was used.
Yes, sir.
And this word was, what was it? YAHANNA. If you go up to the English, Abad, yes, let's see. And the people bowed the head and worship. So, and the people, they bowed the head and they worship. Masculine plural, which is why it's masculine plural, referring to the men. The men are the head. We already know that, even though it's men and women and children, referring to the men, and they worship. That's what it's saying. All right. I don't know why they had two Y's there, for whatever reason, but that's how we wrote it. Let's keep going. Can I get the time real quick?
8:25.
8:25. Let's skip this down. We don't have that much. Okay, let's skip down to verse 43.
43. Come on.
Let's go to verse 43, and we're going to continue to read. So Yediah, man, we going through and translating the Passover out the scripture. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm picking specific words. That's what we're doing. We're going through specific words that might stand out where, if you hear it, you sit there, you drinking your wine, you eating your unleavened bread, you eating the good ASS lamb, okay? And with the honey and oh my God, hey, we ain't even there. Save me some. Save me some. We walk. It's like, we walk. I'll see y'all there at the end of the feast of unleavened bread. No, most of that crazy, man. We had to pay that money for the damn plane tickets. Killed my pockets off. It's Shaka. What was it? Shaka. It's Shaka. My pockets. How are Shaka? You know what I'm saying? Pockets, y'all. You know what I mean? But listen, while you there and you eating your unleavened bread and your lamb, and you might hear a word that we went over tonight. And remember that long, crazy word, it meant something. It meant whatever it meant in this class. All right, so let's keep going. We have verse 43. Who is on? It's on me. So this is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 43. Waya Amar Yahweh. Al Masha Wa Aharon Za'ah Kakwa. You got it. Kakwa Hapasak Kal Bun Nakar. Take that up the car. Kal Bun Nakar. All the sons of Nakar. Right? La'ah Ya'akal Bawa. All right, in him, in his. What's going on? Thumb Yah. Get it, man. What's up with Zarwai? We got to hit Zarwai. I got to see you at the Passover, man. Bun, listen, Kyle Bun Yashakar. Kyle Bun Zarwai, man. Bun Yashakar. All the sons of Zarwai, all the sons of I.S.U.P.K. Got a lot of them. And some ain't his. He's not your father, okay? Most High in Christ. All right, Exodus 12. I just read 43.
Yes, sir.
Exodus 12 and 43, I buy. You got it.
This is the book of Exodus 12 and verse 43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover.
He said, what?
This is the ordinance of the Passover.
Go ahead.
There shall no stranger eat thereof.
Here's how you know you can't bring a stinking African to the Passover. Because this is the ordinance that God said. This is the scripture right here. You think, can I bring my nasty Hamite anything to the Passover? No. Can I bring my nasty devil to? No, you can't. What about my Asian? No, nobody, no, can't do it. They got, you know why they can't do it? Because the Lord said, this is the ordinance. There shall no stranger eat thereof. Right. They ain't allowed to come. Keep your nasty sexual lifestyle in your bed until it's time for it to be revealed and you can get ghosts from the I.S.U.P.K. from there, man. We got to do it right. Yeah, bringing that up in here, man. You can't know. They ain't coming in. They can't get in. Don't bring them to know nothing.
Right.
This is a Black, Hispanic, and Native American only event.
Right.
Only. All right, let's keep going. So now, let's go back into the Hebrew for the for verse 43. I want to look up 2 words out of this.
Yes, sir.
Then we'll keep going. Should be quick when you scroll down. Let's go to Nakar. Let's see what Nakar is. Then I want to do Bawa. Right? Bawa is not a word, but I want to prove to you that Bawa is one beginning connector and one ending connector put together to make a word or say, because our language is slang. So let's get in the car. Big shout out to preaching officer in the car. All right. Yes, sir. Wait, it's right at the top. It's right up a little bit. As soon as you go up. There you go. Perfect. And you can use these two. They scroll down. Oh. All right. So the car is stranger. Stranger. The stranger. Hit it again. The 862. Is that 52? I got the glasses on.
236.
5236. This is Nakar. Come down. Boom, boom, boom. Foreign. The cars are foreign. Come on, baby. Foreign car, y'all. Foreign. It says foreign or concretely a foreigner or abstractly heathendom, alien, strange, or stranger. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Now, I don't know what priest and officer in the car's name mean, because I these words got respect. Yeah. Oh, Most High in Christ. Respect. Give him the car. Dang. So now, I was just about to say, y'all know these words got 1,000 different meanings for some of them. A lot of our words got different meanings, and they got different concordance numbers that go along with the meaning. So this Nakar will have one specific concordance number, then another same word Nakar that's used in a different way, in a different slang, in a different aspect, will have a whole nother different concordance number, which is why we use the Strongs over the biblical outline of usage, because they can just update the outline of usage to whatever, it is new. But you will get the real where it came from the Strong's concordance, and it's proven and backed by scholars instead of some devil typing in, this needs to be updated this month, So that's the difference. Most High in Christ. All right, let's keep going. Let's read verse 44.
Yes, sir. The Hebrews there?
Yeah, was it on me or who was it? It's on me. It's like, anybody else want to read some Hebrew? Come on, my thumb, y'all. Give him a thumb, y'all, a hand. We had Going over Exodus. We're going over Exodus. We in the 44th verse. All right.
Chapter 1.
Exodus 12 and 44.
Go.
We're translating the Passover. So we picking certain words out of each scripture. You know what I mean? Because the point is, if we translate the whole thing, you're just gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. That's all we're gonna really do. But if we pick one or two words, you might get 20 words altogether that we translate today. You might remember one. At the Passover, that's all. That's good enough. You at the Passover, you hear Shakak. Shakak. Shakak means kill. That's the word that General Hyman was looking for. Shakak means kill or slaughter, right? So with that being said, you're like, oh damn, I remember that from the past. From the Hebrew past, last week, and that's all my goal is. So now let's where we at? Exodus 12 and 44. You got it, Mathumya.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 44 in the Hebrew. Wakal, Ibad, Shayash, Ayash, Mapanath, Kasak.
It was Makwana.
Makwana, Salah.
Makwana. You got it.
The water, sir. Kasak, Wamal, Latha, Athawa, Azar.
Right.
Azar, Ya'akal, Bun. It's like it, but wow.
Wow. That was the one that I wanted to read for the last scripture. I'm glad we got it in this scripture too. But why is the one I wanted to pick from the last scripture that I forgot about. All right, let's read the English. I can read the English. I'm not going to scroll up. So this is Exodus 12 and 44. But every man's servant that is brought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. Now, every man's servant that is hired for money. Because remember, the last verse said this is the ordinance you can't bring, or maybe there was a few verses down. It said this is the ordinance you can't bring a stranger. That stranger was not an Israelite. This person is an Israelite, the one that's hired for money. Even though you bought him, he ain't your slave, meaning you bought him because you have to pay his what? Yes, his wages, his salary. You got to pay his wages. You got to pay what he gets for that year. You bought him for $40,000 a year, $65,000 a year, $28,000 a year. That's your price, right? That's what you're worth. That's how much you when you fill out a job application. This is how much you can buy me for: $15, $20 an hour, $22 an hour. You a doctor, somebody $40, $50 an hour. That's your price. So this is what it's saying. Is why as a hired servant in our culture and not a slave. We got employees. So your employee, you might have bought this brother, or you might have to pay his salary, or you might got to pay his wages because you're paying him for this job, right? He's your employee. But he's a stranger in your land because he's from a different tribe. And he might just be down here trying to get some work. Might not be no work in the tribe of Manashah. The tribe of, in Gad right at that time. So you're like, I'm going to go down to Ben Yogi. I'm going to see what, I'm going to go down to Galilee. And I'm a carpenter. I'm going to go to Galilee from Judah. And I'm going to see if I can get a job. So that just explains it right there. So now you come down there, but you ain't been circumcised. You ain't been circumcised. So this brother, he circumcised you, or have you circumcised, whoever does it, and then you can eat the Passover. So imagine it's like, y'all, it's Passover time. Y'all worked. Yediah said, remember you said for the one day of atonement, y'all worked real late. You and Captain the Cod. Right. Imagine that you working real late. He's like, damn, I just got enough time to get done what I need for the Passover. Right. Got a couple days, a week or two. So y'all get done, your boss, he looked at me and said, yo, look, you can stay here, eat the, we having the Passover, you can do it with us. You know what I mean? He like, word, because my crib is he's bubble, you know what I mean? And you see I'm working for you, ain't like I'm gonna get there. And then he actually like, look, you been circumcised? He like, damn, no. He like, all right, you gotta go get circumcised, and then you good. Go ahead, you die.
I was gonna say that's in our culture anyway, though, sir. Like if you got, if you have, back then.
Yeah, you die, Mike.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, sir, back then, you know what I mean? Like in our circumstance, I'm a single brother. You know what I mean? So I would come over to your crib, you know what I mean, for the Passover. I'd go, me and I, with Thumb, we go, you know what I mean, with the brothers, you know what I mean, that got the lamb and stuff like that. And I believe that's in Leviticus, the law, where people if your neighbor can't afford lamb, they go over to their neighbor's house, and next thing you know, boom.
Right.
We always come together.
And you go to Issachar, you go to different other brothers' cribs who got the kids, you die.
Right.
Some of them ain't theirs. Some of them is not their father, but you going over there. You know what I'm saying? That's an inside joke, man, because our brothers are white. Big shout to our white. You'd be at camp, you say, the Lord, something. He said, I'm not your father. You know what I mean? He's not your father. Most High in Christ. And we end up turning that into a joke. You know what I mean? Because we're not serving the Lord. How you going to say he's your father?
Right.
But now, with that being said, right, your diet, what you just brought out is so heavy because you going to somebody's house who got a lamb. Or maybe you the one with too many damn kids. And you like, hey, you die. You got to come together with some lamb.
Right.
I got this, I got that. And then y'all make it happen. Y'all all eat the Passover together.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that's in our culture. So you can imagine if you working, you in a different tribal land, and you like, damn, I ain't getting. You might tell your boss like, hey, look, I ain't gonna make it back to my town, to my hometown for the Passover. You mind if I? He like, that's cool. Then he acts like you circumcised. Right? You know what I mean? He like, no, I'm not. He like, all right, look, gotta make it happen. You got a couple days, so do what you gotta do. Right. Might be at that Passover table in full out pain, but you eating that lamb. You know what I mean? And that's our law, and that's realistic. Because people always make the Bible seem like a fairy tale. That's very realistic. Let's keep going. Can I get a time check too?
840, sir.
840. All right, let's keep going. What we at? 44.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the next.
I can take it.
Oh, you want to take some more? You got it. Bartholomew. Exodus 12 and 45.
There's a book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 45 in the Hebrew. The washab.
Hold on.
Okay, come.
Yeah, scroll up.
Yes, sir.
There we go. You got it.
Okay. The washab was kayar.
Shab, wash, shab, yard. That's right.
Okay. La'a, ya'aka. But what?
So I didn't do bawa for the last verse either. Lord, listen, that's how you do it. I've been trying to do this bawa, this slang for y'all, right? So all right, so now let's get it in the English. I'll read it in the English. And you can get some Hebrew too if you want. You know what I mean? Exodus 12 and 45. Right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so here it is. Oh, man, you were a little bit. There you go. Exodus 12 and 45. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. Okay, see it again. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof. Go ahead. No, yeah, go bring me down to the Hebrew. So now let's go and get the bawa. I want to do that word first because I know I'm going to forget because I got to break this down. Bawa is thereof, and it has no. All right, y'all see this real quick. Go click on bawa. Not click on it, but just highlight it. So bawa, ba at the beginning of a root word is in. Y at the end of it is his or they or he, right? In him, in them, in they, or in he, or in his, right? but it's put together to say thereof, right? And them, which is what I would guess to make it plural.
Right.
And them, not eat in them, right? Thereof, not eat thereof. Okay. Thereof is the old Quaker English. At the time, back when this was written, I can see it saying in them,
Right.
and then later on becoming thereof. They shall not eat in them. They shall not eat. Remember, ba is in, on, at, by, with.
Right.
They shall not eat with them. Right? So let's keep going.
Yes, sir.
Now, oh wait, go up. So now let's keep going. Let's go back up. Let's go to where it says the hired servant. And the Hebrew says, so look, a foreigner, right? Because remember, the first foreigner was able to eat. This foreigner is not able to eat.
Right.
And we're going to go back to the other verse, and I'm going to show you the difference, right? This foreigner right here, remember, Nakar was the first foreigner that we looked into, right? This foreigner is Thawashab. Let's click on Thawashab. Now, here's the other part to Hebrew that you got to know. One Hebrew word can have a bunch of different meanings. Two separate Hebrew words can have the same meaning. You hear me? So one, not I'm saying figure two, right? So there's understanding. You got two different Hebrew words that have the same meaning like an English meaning, but not the exact. Meaning it's the same word. It's both foreign, right? One is Nakar, one is Thawashab, right? Yes, or you can have one word like the bar, and it means speak, word. Oh my God, the bar means I can't remember the other ones, but there's like you'd be like, yeah, I can't believe it means all those different words, but and it means 1,000 words, one word, right? You got Amar. The bar is say, word, speak. You know, go ahead, Abad. Command. And there's a ton more. Y'all just look it up. Y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. Amar, say, said, speak is used as speak also. So it's many different words, all right, that have multiple meanings, but it's also separate words that have the same word meaning, like a foreigner. But we're gonna see what type of foreigner this is. This is Thawashab. This is Strong's H8453, and this is what it says: a dweller, but not outlandish, especially as if distinguished from a native citizen, especially as distinguished from a native citizen. Active participle of a temporary inmate or mere lodger, resident alien, foreigner, inhabitant, sojourner, stranger. Now, Nakar, the other Nakar, that one was somebody that could eat with you. Thawashab, he cannot eat with you. Why is that? This is looking at the Strong's Concordance. Let's go back. Can you pull up the Blue Letter Bible again? Matter of fact, let's just go up. Let's just go. It would be easier if you go back and then go up. This one right here said, hold on. Let's go back to the other one. Then I'm gonna tell you.
The other verse, right, sir? Yeah,
the other verse. Because I can tell you what this one just said. We just had it right here. But I want to go back to the other one and show you. Wait, 40. Where was we at? Where it said a foreigner?
It's 45.
45. All right, let's go to 45. Yeah, every man's servant. Here we go. So this one says a foreigner and a hired servant. This one says every man's servant. No, I wanted you to go back to the car.
On the car.
In fact, click on your shop. I think that's all we need. I want to show y'all something real quick. Go back to our shop.
Oh, Thawashab. So go back to
yeah, just go down a little bit. You right there. And just click on this word right here and go back to the strong. Our shop is the top.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed it.
It's all good. So now let me just tell it to y'all so y'all don't forget it. So one is the hired servant, one is every man's servant, right? One is a foreigner, one is a man's servant. So this one is saying that you can't let the person that is not native to the land eat in your house, right? The other one said every man's servant can eat as long as he is circumcised. So let me ask y'all this. Is it saying this? Let's think. Is it saying that the Lord is saying that how can I say this to you? All right, I won't make nobody think about it, right? Is it saying that a person that is an Israelite that can't eat with you, and that this verse right here is a person that's saying that a person that is not an Israelite can eat with you? Just to make it basic. Read the English for this one again, and I'll ask y'all the question. All right. I won't make y'all think about it. Right. I don't want to make it. I'm just going to ask the question, then I'm going to give it to you. Right. But
Yes, sir.
so yeah, just read the English again. Well, come back up and I'll read the English again. It says, a foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. Is this saying that an Israelite cannot eat? Go ahead.
Well,
What is it saying?
it's saying basically, you know, in this context is a heathen that is speaking about that they can't eat amongst us.
Perfect. Give the brother a hand. Because okay, so the first one, the servant, is he the person's slave in verse 45? Go up, Abba. Verse, what was that, 44? Go up, Abba. It's right there where you at. Just scroll up just a little bit. Right there in the English, it says, Exodus 12:44. But every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised them, then shall he eat thereof. Is it saying that he is a slave?
Wow.
Because we would never enslave each other, which is how you know. Now, down here made an emphasis to say, and hired servant shall not eat thereof. Now, let's close that out and let's go to verse 46. Let's see if it elaborates a little bit more. And if not, I can just explain it to you. All right, Exodus 12:46. It says, in one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh abroad, out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. So now, if you go down to verse 48, wait, read verse 47.
Verse 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it.
All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Every Israelite shall keep it. Read verse 48.
Verse 48. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised.
Now, y'all get what it's saying? Is it easier to understand now? It says, all the congregation of Israel shall eat it. This is the second time it's saying Israel shall eat this. Then it goes back into a stranger. It says, and when a stranger shall sojourn with them, with thee, with you, and will keep the Passover, which means what?
Meaning the brothers that will come from different lands. That
But is it an Israelite or not an Israelite? I don't want nobody to think about it. Just because it might confuse people that's not seasoned enough in the truth. So one, it said every Israelite, this is the ordinance of Israelites. Then it said what? No foreigner can do this. Right. Then the next time it said a hired servant can't do this. Right. Right. And then it said all the congregation of Israel are going to do this. And then it said a stranger can do this. So you see what it's saying, right? Here's what you got to see right here. It made when I was saying hired servant, breaking down how a brother would be your servant. Right. This made an emphasis on a hired servant to say he is not an Israelite. He is literally just somebody that is an employee. It said every man's servant who is bought for money, meaning he is not a slave, this servant. He's bought for money. This hired servant, he can't eat. Because no matter how much you pay for him, he's just a hired servant. He's not an Israelite. And right under it, where it says that in one house shall it be eaten, it says all the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Verse 47. Verse 48 says, and when the stranger shall sojourn with thee and will keep. He's an Israelite. I didn't want to, at first I was going to ask, but it might be really because the stranger, when you knew into the truth, the stranger thing is going to jam you up because you don't know how to say which stranger. But here it's telling you, if verse 47 says, all Israel shall keep it, then verse 48 says the sojourner that sojourn with thee, he shall keep it. That means he's an Israel. Go ahead.
Would an example of this, sir, be, let's say if we had the Passover, like last year in Atlanta, and like the caterers, the non-Israelites, Esau, he can't get a plate. But if a brother or sister that just happen to be catering, they not in the Passover, they don't know that they're Israel, but they're an Israelite, and they ask a plate, we have to feed them.
Yeah. Okay. And back in this time, you would say, are you circumcised? And if they wanted to keep it, they would get circumcised. That was according to the law. Now we ain't got to ask that. Right. It would be a rough action. but give me a dire hand because that's exactly what it's saying. And the reason why I slowed down to not ask the question, it was like, all right, if I ask, because here's what you got to know. Captain Zari, I can always say this, and so does gentleman behind me. Stand on what you know about the Bible. The Bible is not contradicting itself. There would literally have been a contradiction for it to say a servant can eat and then a hired servant can't eat. You'd be like, okay, well, which one is which? But they both strangers. They both foreigners. But they use two different Hebrew words and gave two different definitions for each Hebrew word.
Right.
Now, if I was to go back to the original Hebrew word for Nakar, it would have just took us too long. It would have threw us off. That's why I said I just skip it, just go back down. And that's why I was like, I'm not going to have anybody try to figure it out. I'm just going to tell you. But it's telling you in itself right here. Go up just a little bit, Abad. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. Go up above that.
Yes, sir.
Right? But every man's servant that is bought for money, thou hast circumcised him, then he shall eat. So I can see somebody in the world trying to battle us on this. But when you get down to verse 47 and 48, they're cut. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to have nobody think about it. And also, too, in the school, we always know to read down. That's why I said, well, let's just go down. Because I'm pretty sure it'll just say it. Right. Instead of me trying to give you a further explanation and everybody think of mine. Right. And then it's right here. You know what I mean? But we know any Israelite can keep the Passover. There's no law that say no Israelite can keep the Passover unless you was cast out. In this case, you ain't cast out. You with us. You with me. I'm with you. You know what I mean? So that's easier. Let's keep going. How much?
We got like 3 minutes.
Okay. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down to the last. All right. Come on. Go back up a little bit. So let's just read. I'm gonna read the English and then I'm gonna read the Hebrew for the last verse, right? So verse 49. Go back to verse 48. We ain't read the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
So verse 48, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee and will keep the Passover to the Lord. Oh, I gotta come back over because I can't see. Let all his males be circumcised. So remember, who was circumcised in the other scripture? The servant that was bought for money. Right. It didn't say the hired servant. Right. So I was saying hired servant because that's what the actual Israelite is. But remember, they made a distinction because the person that was called a hired servant, he was the actual non-Israelite. Which is why they made an emphasis to say hired servant. He said every man's servant. Everybody, meaning we serve each other. If I'm under you in rank, we serve each other. You know what I mean? Like the Bible says the generals serve us, the greatest serve the lowest. That's what Christ said. Right? So the term servant, that's why I said is the servant is slave. He's not a slave. And the hired servant, he is technically a slave because he's not your people. He just literally he's just an employee, right? So now it says, "Let him be circumcised, then let him come near and keep it." This is the second time in this verse it said, "Let him keep the Passover, and he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof." Who is the uncircumcised person that would not have been able to eat? An Israelite. That is the only ones that can eat.
Right.
That's why he had to be circumcised so he can eat, because he was an Israelite. Israelites get circumcised. Easy and simple, right? Now, let's keep going. Exodus 12 and 49.
Oh,
Go ahead, Bob. We're going to stick with the English, and I'm going to read this Hebrew for the last verse.
one law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you.
Go ahead.
Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Go ahead. Go down.
You said the Hebrew, sir?
Yep. On the Hebrew for the last one. And this is how you know you can't bring, once again, that's very good clarification from the Most High. You cannot bring a stranger, a real stranger, right? To not just somebody you don't know that's an Israelite, but you can't bring no Hamites and other nations to the Passover because they can't be circumcised.
Right.
Which is the spirit of why he can't eat.
Right.
Even if you circumcise him, he's not an Israelite. So a circumcised heathen still don't equal an Israelite.
Right.
You have to be born of this. That's why I said home born.
Right.
This cat, he's home born. He's not a stranger or a foreigner, right? Even though he's a stranger and a foreigner. Perfect. So now, Hebrew, Exodus 12 and 51. YAHANNA. It's like, is that tha?
That is a ha.
YAHANNA. Ba'itazam. Hayawam. Hazah. Hawa Taza Ya'a. Yahweh. Ath Banya Yasha'ala. Ma'arataza. Matazarium. Al Taza Ba'atham. Okay. Let's read that in English. Abad or Mathum. Anybody that want to read it? We're going to wrap it up. I'll listen. Oh, you got it? Perfect.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 51 in English. And it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies.
So it said that the Lord brought the children of Israel out of Egypt by their armies. All this was about an Israelite. That's why the hired servant was mentioned as just somebody that is hired. Perfect. Now, with that being said, it's about that time, y'all. It's 9 whatever, right, by now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. Y'all know I'm doing my outro. Shalom, YAHANNA. Anya kahan, wakwatazi yam mara ma warka kaya hayawam. I'll like it. Kaya hayawam. Anya I will barkatha al kahan wakwatazi yan. I bad haya. The water. Shalom.
Yeah, please, officer.
Mick, what I just said was, I'm sorry, Abad. What I just said was, peace, Israel. I'm Officer Marah, your teacher for the day. I'm passing the class over to Priest and Officer Ibad Hayah. Thank you. Peace. You got it.
Again, give priest and officer last class. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command General YAHANNA. Move for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shut themselves at the ward. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. On the book of Numbers, 18 verse 21, and the book of Malachi, 3 verse 8 to 10, I.S.U.P.K means 10th in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of the increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you will like, upcoming holy convocation is the Lord's Passover, found on the 14th day of the first month.
This year, it will be Saturday, April 4th, 2026. Found in the book of Exodus 12, verse 1 through 5, and Leviticus 23, verses 4 through 5. It's going to be in Houston, Texas. Remind Akim and Akwathian to check the bulletin board in the hallway if any brother wants to be a trooper in schools or wearing all black, blue shirt, headband, or scarf. With that, congregation, Elijah,
before we do the prayer, if I make you bring me back up on the screen real quick. I will come back around. No, but I ain't. I made it, right? Man, big. Oh, look at that. You see the war belt? Look at this right here, man. We getting dressed up for the Passover, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I buy. Yo, come up here. Let me see something real quick. I buy. Not you. Let me just see somebody else real quick. I want to see something. Take a good look. Y'all see this? This is brotherhood right here, man. Ain't no more brotherhood than this, man. Turn the camera to yourself, my thumb yard, man. I Majum Shabbat to this brother, my thumb yard, man. This brother right here, he does the work like he bought for money. He does the work, man. If I could, man. My thumb yard is an honor, brother, to raise this brother up. I'm gonna let Yediah go ahead, because I know you work very closely with Yediah. I know you would love the honor, man, to go ahead and say some kind words to this brother, you know what I mean, on his behalf. Go ahead.
If I may, sir, this is an excellent brother right here, man. Priest and Officer Mathumyad, man, is a stalwart in this truth, brother. I remember when he first came in. I honestly didn't think the young brother was going to make it, I did not think the young brother was going to make it, but he has proven me wrong every single day. And it's something that really stood out with me with him when he was even, you know what I mean, a young trooper. I remember when you was asking all the troopers and all the young officers, you know, can a brother come up and assist, you know what I mean, with Black Watch and Commanding General YAHANNA. He was the only one to raise up his hand. And that let me know what kind of zeal the brother had, you know what I mean? He's been, you know, rock solid since then. And anything brothers need him to do, he do it. Like, we need something done, you know what I mean? I'm a sir, you know that Naibad know, as well as myself. Thumyad, man, you are an excellent brother and you are reliable. You know what I mean? The best ability is availability, and this brother is always available. And that's why it's an honor, man. Like, you know what I mean? With the power under command of General YAHANNA, with the Most High in Christ, you will no longer be an officer of 500, but you will be an officer of 1,000.
Most High in Christ, yes. This brother, Mathumyad, he's an excellent brother. He's very diligent, very brotherhood as well. Always checking on the Adawan and Akim, and well deserved. Most High in Christ.
If I may, man, this brother, Officer Mathumyad, just like you were saying, Yediah, this brother, man, he came up as a young man. He got in the Hebrew Academy. He got up under Yediah, man, and was rolling strong with Yediah, going to camp, doing everything he had to do, man. And, you know what I mean? Rolling with Abad Hayal, you know what I'm saying? Like, no issues, excellent reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like you said, Officer Yediah, the best ability is availability. This brother has been there since I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Since I can remember. And this brother, man, you see he reading the Hebrew. He does the Sabbath service. I mean, he at the school as much as you know what I mean, as the school is here. Him and I buy you too. I mean, it's amazing to see young brothers, man, raising up his family, you know what I'm saying, holding down Trenton. Holding down Trenton, New Jersey. Holding down the whole zone, doing his thing, man. This brother right here, Officer Mathumyad, is an honor, man, to raise you up to an officer of 1,000. Do you accept that? Yeah, man, get a brother some oil, man. Get his brother some oil on his head. Your diet, man. This brother right here has done great work in the work of the Lord, man. He ain't no coward. He did his Hebrew Academy. He got his cover. He got his border of blue. You know what I mean? And he deserved it. You understand? With that being said, let's send up the prayers, Akim, for this brother, man. Give yourself a hand, and everybody out there online, give Priest and Officer a thumb. No.
You know what I mean? As much given, as much as required. You accept the responsibility of being an officer. Now you're gonna be required to do more, brother. Maintain that zeal.
And if I could piggyback, fight that demon. That demon. Listen, you getting your rank raised. Them demons don't like that. They like the officer of nothing, Matham. They don't know how you became a 500 at first. That was a mistake. Now you're officer of 1,000. They gonna be on you. They don't want to see that. They got a job to do, and here you come making them look bad at making you be a nobody, man. You make them brothers, you make them demons have to work harder. You're a worthy adversary, like Captain Nakai said, man. Get his brother a hand. Pray. Salaki. It's the men up here. Yabarak Yahweh. Wayashamaraka. Ya'ar Yahweh. Panyaw. Al-Yaka. Wayakanka. Yashah Yahweh. Panyaw. Al-Yaka. Wayashimlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Agun. Bashim Yahweh. The Wada Amun. What we just said was Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, protect, man. The Wada. Kwam Yashala! Kwam Yashala! Kwam Yashala! Kwam Yashala! The Wada for tuning in this world. Shalom.